Oh my God, you guys, Billy broke out. How did you get in here? Hey, hey. This guy's doing the fence line sniff. Okay. Good morning, it's Thursday, and guess what? This morning I slept until 5:30. I did not set an alarm. I'm like, when I looked at those ewes last night, I was pretty convinced they weren't gonna lamb. So I turned on my lights via my phone at 5:30. No action. So we are gonna go see the lammies. I wanna see how those rams, if there's any more action today. And I get to do chores for 2 days. I gave Chris a couple days off. She's been working so hard for me. So it's just a little bit back to normalcy, and I have to make a new feed sheet because I've rearranged all these pens. So let's go have a look. Ooh. Okay. That's fast. That's pretty awesome. So she is in a standing heat, which means when that ram goes to mount her, she stands still. So she's receptive, and that's really good. This one's been mounted because her paint is already rubbed off. See that? She has been mounted. So I'm kind of glad I put these guys in yesterday, right when I pulled cedars. With a cedar, a lot of people actually do not put the rams in until about 24 hours later. And yesterday you saw they were running around like fools. That's why they wait, because it can really wear them out, just exhaustion. Or there can be injury if a ewe goes down or a ram goes down. So yeah, I had to watch them pretty closely yesterday afternoon to make sure there was none of that. But it looks like, I'm glad so this is probably about 18 hours. Or 12, yeah, about 18 hours. So I'm glad I put them in when I did. We'll see how Team Green's doing. This guy's standing pretty close to this lady, so he's smelling something that she doesn't know. Hey. So not a lot of smearing going on in this pen. This ram's chasing a ewe, so she could just be in the beginning stages. Oh. Hi, Popcorn. Hello. What are you saying? You gonna have some more babies? Are you gonna have more babies? I hope so. Not quite, I don't think. No, she hasn't been. Hello. Hello. And Team Blue. How is Team Blue? Well, the boys are still on this side, and the girls on that side, so I would say no action yet in the blue pen. So hopefully by starting at about 1 o'clock today, I'm hoping we'll see the first one start to show a heat. So I have 5 rams in this pen and only about 21 ewes. So I like to keep my ratios pretty low. So 5 ewes to every ram is the goal. So these guys have oodles of ram power for how many ewes are in here. So hopefully they come off the fence to do they're too busy sniffing the grass on the other side. You guys feeling kind of ignored? Good morning. You guys look so happy. You guys get tagged after feeding today. And how do you guys appear? Nothing. Not even close. Just chilling. Where are they? A lot of you guys have been asking me why the colors this time around, like why the brown and the black and the spots and the white and the colors of the rainbow. Basically, the brown you're seeing is a lot of Rideau influence. I had a lot of ewes that bred Rideau this time, and yeah, for whatever reason, sometimes the Rideau just spits out a perfectly white lamb, and other times it takes on a lot of those brown hues. The Rideau breed is made up of 4 different breeds, so there are some colored recessive genes, I'm gonna say. Someone can probably correct me here, but it's just sometimes you get those colors, and they're my favorite. I love Rideau lambs because you never know what you're gonna get, and they just have so much more character. Like I can kind of keep track of the ones with a little more identifying features, shall we say. It just makes it a little more enjoyable, that when they all look exactly the same, it becomes a bit harder. Hi, baby. Hi, Ruby Sue. Hello, Rusty. Oh my God, I love them so much. So that's where that comes from. That's a lot of that. And then the black and white ones, a lot of the black-faced, black-legged ones, we have a lot of Suffolk influence this group too. So the Suffolks bred really well, and the Rideaus bred really well. Rideau is my maternal line. So this group, I'm gonna take a lot of these females back. I'm gonna keep them back this year for replacements. And that's been always my goal, is to keep the Rideau genetics back for replacements. Last year I didn't have a lot in this March lambing group. It's my April this time, but so I had to choose a lot of my Suffolk sired ones, and they didn't breed real well for me this year, so I won't be doing that again moving forward. And I've actually sold most of those to Belinda because she actually doesn't mind the Suffolk influence. But for me, I just want to stay true to what I originally had planned, which is a Rideau sired or the steel composite sired in for my replacement stock. Every time I veer off my plan, it's usually a pretty epic fail. Oh my God, you guys, Billy broke out. And he's in his mother's pen. I don't know how he got out. The gate is totally shut. Look it. Little monkey. Oh, you little monkey. I think it's Billy Sr. Oh, you little bugger. How is he? He cannot be. He's only 4 months old. Oh my God. Okay. How did you get in here? Hey. How did you get in here? Hey, hey. No. Oh, you little monkey. All right, guys, I gotta get him back. Billy. How about we get you back, eh? Oh my goodness. 4 months old. No. So this is where the pen divider is, and it's still completely shut, and I don't think he can climb that. So the only thing I can think of is he jumped in here and out there. Yes, it's my Billy. The other one's Senior. Okay. I gotta get him. What a little monkey. Oh. You guys. So I'm gonna, when I get him back in, I'm gonna put here to here. Just shut that hole up. Disaster averted. I got him back in his pen, and indeed that is the way he came in, because he went back in that way. So I closed the gap, so hopefully that won't happen again. Holy. I'm glad I was here, because that could have been bad. I never even thought that that could even be a possibility, because they're so young. Unless he just thinks, like he might be able to sniff them, but whether he'd be able to actually perform is another story. Typically, if you don't want something to happen though, it will. What do you think? How was your first experience? Hey? It's not the right group for you to actually break into. Like, if there was one group that I do not want him to break into, it was that group. That could have been really bad. I keep good enough records that I know that group is not the one I want him in. Okay, it's been 24 hours since I pulled those cedars. So I'm just seeing if there's a little more action. Looks like there's some stirring of the groups. How is Team Orange doing? So a lot of sniffing, a lot of early hopping. There's been the most activity earliest in this pen for sure, in my Rito sired pens. Okay, Team Green, how are we doing 24 hours later? You guys, don't fight over one girl, please. Let's see what these guys are doing. This guy's doing the fence line sniff. So still a bit of chasing. So not a lot of standing heats in this pen compared to the orange pen. And I don't know why that is. It's just, could be age, I'm not really sure. I've yet to see anything in Team Blue. Literally nothing. But at least the girls are on this end now. Before they were all down there, so maybe they're getting a little braver. Or hungry, maybe. So still nothing, really, that I've seen. The boys aren't even down here at all, so. They're all, there's one there, and the rest are by the fence. So, I don't know. These are these steel rams that I was concerned last breeding group, so unless they're just quiet breeders and do it when I'm not around, which could be, we'll keep an eye on Team Blue. So far, a little bit of a disappointment. Oh, Jess stole my camera, so I'm using my phone and trying to pick stones with a loader. So it's a bit tricky. Please. Mark was doing it, and he was just sick of it. He's been doing this for 2 days straight. We tiled this field last spring, and we've cultivated it twice now. Cultivated once. Mark picked stones all day yesterday. Jess just finished cultivating and she stole my camera, so there's probably something on that. And now I'm just picking stones again, and he's going to cultivate it one more time. We're just trying to level it off, and hopefully this is the last time we have to cultivate this field. It'll go back into our system of strip till and cover crops and soil conservation. But when you tile a field, it makes one heck of a mess. We have a ton of stones and little stones in Ontario, or in our fields anyway. So it's kind of a pain. But I get to do it with my loader. When I was little, I had to do it by hand, so. And then as a teenager, I did it as Dad's punishment when we were hungover. So I'm really just looking for stones. Kind of the rule in our house is stones bigger than your head. And Mark's done a pretty good job, but I still have to get all that done. Hi. Oh, there's some on this knoll. See if I can do this and hold the camera. Probably not. Nope. That's a miss. Okay, I gotta go. Okay, guys. I'm gonna put this down so I don't keep staring at myself because I will. I'm currently in the cultivator and it's incredibly bumpy, so I'm sorry in advance of how wiggly, shaky this is gonna be. Because apparently people are telling me I don't have the steadiest hands, and also I'm in a tractor, so come at me. Yeah, I'm cultivating right now. Fancy dancy, I know. Okay, so I've decided I'm gonna do a little mini Q&A session. I posted on Mom's Instagram, just asking, like, saying, asking questions kind of thing. And I already got some coming in, so let's go look at these.
the first one. Ooh. Do you wish your life didn't involve farming? So, that's a good question. I used to wish I used to go through like little phases. It wasn't necessarily that I wish it didn't involve farming. It was more or less like, I wish I didn't live in the literal boondocks. Like, when I say no one lives near me, literally no one lives near me. And I go to school 20 minutes away. So, I used to hate how I couldn't see anyone. I couldn't walk anywhere. Like, I couldn't just walk to get an ice cream cone. I couldn't do any of that, and I really didn't like that. But I wouldn't say I necessarily wish my life didn't involve farming. I mean, there's phases. When I want a weekend off, and I want like a family, like, oh, let's go to the cottage, easy. No, it's not easy, not when you farm. But I think I like it more than I don't, if that makes sense. Like, now that I can drive, it's way easier, and I can actually go out and like see my friends. So, well, I mean, obviously not right now, but on a typical year, I can, yeah. So, when you're older, do you want to work with cows? That's a good question too. So if you guys didn't know, I do work on a dairy farm when I'm not here. So I love working with cows. I love them so much. They can be very calming. And I do like them more than sheep, I would say. But do I think my life would involve cows? No, I don't think so. I think I would love to work for people who own dairy farms and stuff, but I'm not a big fan of beef cows, and it's not very practical to get into dairy farming. And also, I'm not a morning person whatsoever, so I'm not a big fan of morning chores. No, so I don't think my life will necessarily, I don't think I'll be farming cows, but I'd love to work on a farm that does like a dairy farm, like I do now. Okay, next question. What's the most interesting thing you've learned from your mom? These are such good questions. So, I've learned a lot of things from my mom, like a lot of things. I would say the most interesting thing I've learned is it's more just a characteristic she has, and like I've learned from it from watching her and watching how she works and everything, but it's dedication. Definitely dedication. Dedication can get you so far in life if you just keep up with something and like work hard to keep something going. It will pay off. I would say that's what I've learned. Definitely with her YouTube videos, she does that. She's going. You guys do not see the behind the scenes. Oh my goodness, the amount of work she puts into these videos, and like the amount of time she gets so like down on herself, but she keeps going and doesn't like let it affect her videos. It's impressive. It's very impressive, I have to say. I've learned dedication can get you far in life. That's a lot. Most interesting. I don't know if that's very interesting, but I like it. Let's get the next one going. Now that it's driving itself again, got a little Tesla here. Do you have a boyfriend? No. Single Pringle. We're staying that way too. Where do you get your 4-H heifers? So, this year was actually going to be my last year of 4-H. I think it's going to be a year off for a lot of people, considering the circumstances, but previous years, I've always shown jerseys. I used to show jerseys forever from Genesis Farms, which that's the farm I used to work for, and then they dispersed like 2 years ago now? Is it 2 years? I don't know, a long time ago. And then last year I got cows from Frankens, which is a farm nearby. I don't know if their farm is called Frankens, but that's like the family that I get them from. They're a super nice family, awesome people, have great cows, and they're awesome to work with, so that's cool. Okay, how old are you? There's a lot of how old are yous. I'm 17, turning 18 in July. I almost just said I'm 18. I'm not yet. I'm 17, and I turn 18 July 20th. Do you get annoyed with your parents both walking around with cameras all day? YouTube is a thing that has definitely changed our family's lives. It's definitely changed our lives for the good. but there's definitely downfalls of YouTube. And in terms of getting annoyed, not really. They're really good at not putting it in your face. Like if people are ever over or whatever, they won't put the camera in their face. What was I saying? Oh yeah, they're really good at not putting the camera in the people's faces, which is really nice, because some days I don't want the camera in the face. But yeah, we get to choose whenever we want to film. Like my brother and I, he's not really into filming, and I've just recently become more involved in this. But I will admit, when my parents first started YouTube, I was really embarrassed, I'm not gonna lie. People at school would mention it and I'd just be like, but now I'm fine with it because it's pretty cool. People are impressed now. Before, people just kind of make fun of me, but that's fine. Okay, I mean, I should have had this question coming. Okay, do you dislike working with your dad as much as you do with your mom? Okay, I need to say this right now because I've gotten a lot of comments from Dad's video. I don't dislike working with my mom. I just don't like sheep. It's something about sheep. I've never really liked them that much. I love lambs, they're cute and all, but I don't like to work with sheep. But I love working with my mom. She's really cool to work with. She's really awesome. Like, I like working with both my parents equally. It's just the tasks that you're doing, I like them differently, if that makes sense. Remember that, Mom. I love you. I just don't like sheep. Do you think you would ever consider starting your own YouTube channel? Should I? Should I start my own YouTube channel? I don't know. Okay guys, I'm almost done this field. That was like pretty quick. It's only 3:37. Okay, I'm gonna answer a little bit more questions. Okay, where did I leave off? Okay, here we are. Next question. What's your college plans? Boyfriends? Question mark. Okay. So, for school, I'm planning on going to University of Guelph for egg business. If you saw the last video of me in this actual same field, me and Mom were doing like a little mukbang, and I said I was going for egg science. I changed my mind. I'm a teenager, I tend to do that. But now I'm going for egg business, and I'm minoring in science. So I felt like I would get more use out of business, because honestly, I suck at science. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really bad at it. And as much as that's what I want to do, I know I'll be too hard on myself, and mental health comes first, you know what I mean? Are you taking after your parents with farm life? I would say I'm becoming to be more like them in terms of what I want to do, how I want to do it. They also went to the University of Guelph too, just in case you were wondering. Okay guys, I'm all done and I'm gonna head back home now. I hope you liked my little question and answer session. I doubt I'm gonna answer any more questions because I have to get ready for work now.